Welcome back, everybody. We're here yet again with another episode of the Talkative Sports Football Podcast. I'm here, your host, Shugs, and I'm here with Kaz. It's been another crazy weekend, like usual. But before we get started, we'd like to thank you for watching. Go ahead and drop that like. Get us to 100 likes. Go ahead and subscribe, share, hop on the live stream, drop a comment. And without further ado, we're going to discuss our first topic. There was another classic El Clasico this past weekend, the Super Cup final. And Real Madrid once again got trashed. They got beaten up 5-2. They weren't home per se. It was in Saudi Arabia, which is where they play pretty much every domestic Spanish final now. And Real Madrid got exposed. They got beaten up. Barcelona's young kids, Yamal, Gavi, Balde, they all showed up. If he had gone the other way, I would have apologized to Mbappe, but I don't have to because they lost. And I did call it. I did call them Barcelona showing up for this game. They probably won't show up for their next game because the kids are going to be tired, from all the celebrating and partying. I don't know if they can turn this win into a title push or a real title push. I have to check where they are at in the table, but because while I'm checking, football strikes once again. What did you see? What did you like from this game? And what does this mean for Barcelona going forward?
Wasn't too surprised. I was probably surprised at the result. But yeah. I mean, it kind of rears its ugly head against Mallorca, like especially the first half in the previous game for Real Madrid. So, it just shows where they are right now as a team. Real Madrid doesn't mean that they won't get better. Doesn't mean that that's as good as they're ever going to be this season. It just shows that that's where they are right now. With respect to Barcelona, anyways. And yeah, they should be better, but when you're playing CDM in center back, and then you're playing a former right wing at right back, they're gonna have problems, and that's what those problems showed up against a team like Barcelona with very good wingers. Can't make like this boneheaded errors like that and get away with it. You might be able to get away with it against Mallorca or maybe Rayo Vallecano, but absolutely not against your arch nemesis. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah, I was talking to Christian during the game, and I told him starting Chouameni. First of all, I don't know why Alaba was on the bench. I haven't really been paying that much attention, but starting Chouameni over Alaba in defense, it's gonna work against 99% of the teams Barcelona play. But against Barcelona, nope. He got ripped up, got taken off at I think the 51st minute, and it just wasn't good. It wasn't a good look. And it gets worse for Madrid because I really think this win galvanizes Barcelona. I don't think they will. It's gonna be enough for them to win La Liga, but it's definitely a bad weekend for Madrid because Atletico won their game in hand and are now top of the league. So I would say that me personally, I'm not worried about Real Madrid. They've won a lot recently, and they're gonna keep winning. And I'm rooting for Atletico. I don't think this. It might suck to lose against your rivals, but when it's Barcelona and they just have your number, there isn't really much you can do about that. I don't even know what they can really take from this. I'm not sure what they really learned from this game. Like what don't play actual center back instead of Chouameni, or what are they gonna do? They're gonna say, oh, next time we play Barcelona, let's defend better because defense was optional for them that game. I don't know why they thought that. Hey, maybe because they can't finish their chances, they thought Barcelona wouldn't finish their chances, but
They really didn't create that many chances, to be honest.
yeah, I think they had the only stat I saw they had more of was shots, but those weren't high quality shots. They didn't create bigger chances. They didn't have more shots on target. They didn't keep more possession. They were just beaten. They were just beaten by a rival who decided not to lose this game. I don't know if Madrid just got a little bit complacent because they think they're a better team, but they got beaten. They got beaten. I don't really have anything to draw on from this game apart from, hey, let's go Madrid. Keep winning your games and keep finishing your chances, and you will win La Liga. Uh, right now, they're all on 19 points, 19 games played. Atletico at 44, Madrid at 43, and Barca at 38. At the halfway mark, Atletico have only lost one compared to Madrid's 2 and Barcelona's 5. I'd like to see Atletico win La Liga this year, especially if it truly is Simeone's last season there. Maybe next year we'll see him in England or somewhere else. Switch it up a little bit. Another team that also shit the bed this weekend. Arsenal Football Club. Poor Arsenal. Not only, I don't know how best to frame this for the Arsenal fans, but they're starting to lose it. Not just the players, not just Arteta, but the fans. It's all starting to fall apart. And as a Chelsea fan, I'm loving every minute of it. I said last episode, always bet against Arsenal in competitions. And lo and behold, King Kai Havertz had possibly one of the worst games he's ever had as an Arsenal player, and then misses a penalty to wrap things up. I know you are, or I don't know if you still are, a big Kai Havertz fan.
I don't really care either way.
Are are we like? This is another team that everything I've had to say about them, I've already said.
Yeah, yeah, we know. Like, I know. Like,
Hey,
Kai Havertz is Kai Havertz. Like, it's not nothing that I don't already know.
Yeah, even in a
I'm not
team,
gonna calm down on him for being Kai Havertz. Like, okay,
yeah,
if
even
you
in a team now
if
where apparently he gets better service and more chances, he's still not scoring. So it's like, hey,
he's
this,
still their highest productive striker. So
you know,
yeah,
they
he's
still,
not scoring, but he's their highest productive striker. All right,
yeah. I mean, he was at Chelsea too, so that's not really saying much.
exactly. So he's just being Kai Havertz. You know,
King Kai, Arsenal for the 1,000th time, you're gonna need to sign another striker because Kai Havertz, you're not gonna win trophies with him. We said it at Chelsea, at least I said it at Chelsea, that he wasn't good enough. Now he's at a better team with better service and he's still doing the same things. There are multiple strikers available. The transfer window is open if you want to win. Although I think this loss just guaranteed that Arsenal will be trophyless this season. I wouldn't go as far as to say Arteta out, like their fans are saying. Because it's like, even if you do sack Arteta, okay, then what?
Gio hire Ancelotti when Real Madrid fires him.
Yo, that's not gonna happen.
My they conceded 9 goals to their opponents in 2 games, bro.
So, so
Like, how strict Real Madrid is. They will literally, if you keep losing, let him lose another Clasico like this. Let him lose 3-1. He'll get fired. Trust me. They don't play, man.
man.
5-2, 4-1. Okay. I don't lose 3-1. Just telling you what's gonna happen. Like,
If
you don't have to believe. I'm just telling you what's gonna happen.
no,
He's gonna get fired if
they're
they lose
not the
Clasico like
the
this.
next Clasico is in May.
I know, but if he loses that game, he's getting fired. I'm telling you.
Why would Ancelotti even want to coach Arsenal?
That's not even the question. I mean, why wouldn't someone want to coach Arsenal?
All right. Well,
They're
I
talented
mean,
team.
but even if
No way. They're top
so
4.
many things, 3 things have to happen. Arteta has to get sacked, Ancelotti has to get sacked,
Mm-hmm.
and Ancelotti has to be willing to go to Arsenal.
Why wouldn't he? I don't see why not.
I don't know, because he still has Chelsea in the back of his heart.
So he wants to come to Chelsea. That
I
makes
mean,
no
why
sense
would he downgrade?
because he got fired. What do you mean why would he downgrade? Because he got fired.
What? I think Ancelotti is retiring after this. He's going. If he continues coaching, he's going to go coach Brazil, not Arsenal.
I don't know. We'll see. But that's just my perspective on it.
So, are you Arteta out? Do you think that's what they have to do in order to win trophies?
In order to win trophies,
Yeah.
buy better players.
Yeah, I agree. Buy a striker. Literally, that's literally. Just sign a striker. Sign an elite top level striker. I don't know why they refuse to do this. I don't know why they're not trying to sign one right now.
I'm not even the one saying sign an elite top level striker. Let's just buy better players.
You know,
Has Martinelli showed you anything that he's worth starting in this league? And yet he's still starting for them. Like there's things like that. Just buy better players, man.
especially with this Gabriel Jesus injury, and now you have like Sterling probably starting your next couple of games. I'm just like, yo, you guys need to spend money. You do. That's all. Like you need to. I really don't think they should fire Arteta at all, because y'all has still not given him a team capable of winning anything.
I mean, I wouldn't have fired Unai Emery if I was running Arsenal. They already messed up in my book. So I'm just like, well, you messed up, but you landed on a soft landing. Just ride the wave. It's top four for 10 straight years and don't win anything.
Maybe Arsenal fans do need to stay humble, because this is it. If they do not give the coach better players, they will not get better than this, and that's just all it is. And they won't even know if they're capable unless they do sign those players. So you will never know if Osimhen or Sesko or what's his name from Dortmund would have scored those chances and scored that penalty that Havertz missed, unless you sign them and give them a chance to do it. You
And like,
just won't know.
They're like worried about their system, their structure. It's just, but they don't understand that if you sign those players that are like that, it doesn't matter what your system is. Your system becomes them. So, but that's not how Arteta works. So
we'll see.
we'll see.
I really just do believe it's all in Arsenal's court. Like these past few games, a loss to Newcastle, getting knocked out by Man United, it's all self-inflicted injuries. It's like I told you, like we were very happy to sell you Havertz, but we will see. Elsewhere in the FA Cup, I think all the Premier League teams went through. Everton have a new coach.
Brentford.
What did Brentford do?
They crapped all over themselves.
Wait, they got knocked out?
They lost. I know that.
Oh, yes. They got knocked out by Plymouth Argyle. I did not know that until right now. Oh, magic of the FA Cup.
It always gets one team. I know that. It always gets somebody. Somebody falls asleep somewhere.
Yeah, I do not recognize any of the players they started either. So they rotated the hell out of that team. But it was your turn. It was your turn, Bradford. Everton have a new coach.
Yeah.
Sean
Dyche.
Moyes. They brought Moyes back again. I don't know how he keeps getting jobs, but Moyes is back in the Premier League, guys. He didn't coach that game, but he'll be back midweek. Fulham went through. Aston Villa beat Graham Potter's West Ham. Congratulations to Graham Potter. You're finally back to football.
He's back.
It took you 2.5 years, or two to 2.5 years. You're back. I think this is a very decent spot for him to land at. Mid-table team, underperforming.
We're in the same boat as Man U, above relegation.
Let me see where West Ham are at.
They are in trouble. They fired Lopetegui for a reason, man.
Yeah,
you don't fire your first-year coach unless you're in trouble.
I think they're 14th. So I think they fired him because of just how much they spent and what little value they got from it.
Exactly.
His ideas just weren't his
still, though, you spend a lot of money just to be 14th. Nah.
Yeah,
you gotta fire somebody. Can't fire all the players.
Oh, you gotta fire the coach. You can't fire the players. Literally can't. And
I mean, you could, but you wouldn't have a team to
yeah,
compete.
it's like
So,
somebody got to play at the end of the
yeah.
day. And this is another thing I'm always like, I think the same way like players can need to adapt to a system. I think coaches, like one of your number one job is to adapt to your players. You can't just be stuck in your
I
ways.
mean, that's literally what I just said. Like, if you sign star players, you must understand that they are the system. Like, yeah, you may have a good system, but you need to modify your system
To
to
match
fit
the
to
players.
their
You can't
style.
you can't
Doesn't
put
matter what system you have. If you know that this guy's really efficient at this, it may not work into your system, but you need to work his ability into your system. Make
you
it
could
part of the system.
you could
That's
literally have the
every good
best
coach does.
system. But if your system requires a circle in the midfield, you can't put a square there. You can't. And if you have all you have is squares, you can't play a system for
Then
circle. I don't
change the
know if that's a
yeah.
good enough
Yeah.
analogy,
Oh, yeah,
but
you have to change the system. If you don't have those options, then you have to make it work.
yeah.
Or a different system, cover your weaknesses, enhance your strengths.
Well, here's the hope in Graham Potter. If you get don't this is like they gave you another chance to be a coach. I knew you were going to land somewhere because you're not a bad coach. I wouldn't call you a terrible coach. I just say you were just bad at Chelsea. So it's like, go ahead and prove why you've been linked to the Man U job and the England job and literally every other job that has become available. You got one, you're back. Do your thing. You have literally one job. Have them playing as a team and get them up the tape. It seems simple enough. I don't think you're in the Carling Cup anymore. Yeah, oh yeah, you're definitely not in the Carling Cup anymore. You're not in the FA Cup anymore. I don't think you're even in Europe. You have one game a week. Get them up the table. Liverpool did their business at Accrington Stanley 4-0. Leicester beat QPR 6-2. Chelsea, we won 5-0 against Morecambe. Forest went through as well. Burnley went through as well. I just wanted to mention them.
There was a sighting of Chiesa in the Liverpool game.
He scored. He scored a 90-minute goal. So yeah, Chiesa, you took your opportunity. Now do it in the league.
He still wants out though.
He wants out.
He wants out. He's not getting playtime. He needs some playtime.
Shit, man. Hey, that's what he needs, and the club is in agreement. He'll probably find somebody to sign him. I don't think it'll be a great deal. I think personally, if it was me, I would ride out the rest of the season and try to get back in the team before I make a major permanent decision. But hey, I'm not Chiesa. I don't know what he's going through.
You want to?
Yeah.
Right now.
The next round of the FA Cup also has some more interesting matchups. Aston Villa host Spurs. Chelsea go to Brighton. Man United host Leicester. And I would just say because they upset in the previous round, but Plymouth, Argyle, they knocked out Brentford. They host Liverpool. And these games aren't until February 8th. More magic of the cup incoming. I can already tell there's going to be a couple more upsets. But I think that's all I have to say about the FA Cup. Unless there's anything you'd like to pop in there before we move on.
I believe you said it all.
Okay. So, looking forward, we got some major midweek games in the Premier League starting tomorrow. The Brentford at hosting City, Chelsea hosts Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest hosts Liverpool, Aston Villa go to Everton. We got North London Derby, Arsenal versus Tottenham. Even Man United have a game against one of the worst teams in the league, but got to kind of mention it because it's Man U and it's Southampton.
Oh, that'll be a bloodbath.
Yeah, it's a very interesting midweek. Ipswich Town hosts Brighton. It's I think we've reached like a major inflection point in the season where these games this week are going to go a long way in determining where teams end up at the end of the year. Because at least for like Chelsea, we have to win this. This Bournemouth game is a must win for us. We have to beat Bournemouth. Because if we don't, I think they might go ahead of us in the table.
Every game from this point is a must win for us, man.
We have to beat Bournemouth at home.
Like every game at this point is a must win for us. We've lost many games, drawn so many games. We've dilly-dallied too much. We lost to Ipswich Town, for crying out loud. Like it doesn't matter at this point. Once we lost to Ipswich Town, I knew it would come to every game from that point on is a must win. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not it doesn't even matter that we have
as much as I can say about Eddie Howe, man. He has Newcastle playing for now great ball.
They've won like 6 in a row, and now they
ever since I put him on fraud watch.
Yeah, it's like every time somebody gets put on fraud watch, they
perform.
Yeah, they perform.
Fraud watch is
welcome, Newcastle.
Fraud watch is only rivaled by the Bud list. That's the only other list that like maybe their players maybe outperform fraud watch, maybe by little margin. But fraud watch is undefeated.
Yeah.
Undefeated. Well,
it's crazy. Even when put,
except if your name is Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus, or
Jack
Grealish,
but hey, Jack Grealish scored.
Oh, there you go.
He scored.
There you go. We got actually Gabriel Jesus scored as well.
And Jesus scored like what was that, a hat trick, and then 2 more the next game. Like, even Spurs, as much as Spursy as they are, they still beat Liverpool in the cup, and they somehow managed.
They won.
Yeah, they won their last 2 games. It's like
now I'm just waiting for Phil Foden to show up.
Phil Foden is a funny case. I think he's about to be verified real soon. He's only the verified ones. They never make it off the list. But hey, really scored 1. That doesn't mean he's gonna score again.
No.
Yeah,
we're not fooled.
It's not like
just the same thing with Gabriel Jesus. We weren't fooled. We didn't take him up for fraud watch just because he scored a hat trick.
Yeah, no, we know. Like then he gets injured when Arsenal need him the most.
Out for 2 months.
Yeah, that's the definition of fraudulent right there. You get called a fraud, then you put in a performance, and then you disappear for 2 months. So, come on. And like as far as Grealish and Foden go, I can see Brentford beating y'all tomorrow. I can see it. It could happen. So it's like, hey, Foden, if you're not a fraud, you know what to do tomorrow. Score. Can definitely see an upset happening there. Talked about Chelsea needing to win. I don't think there's much more to say about that. Just win, bro. Just win. It's all. Because Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, combined with Arsenal and Spurs, it's there for the taking. We have to keep winning if we're going to finish in the top 4, because now we're playing teams that are around us. And that's the
Aston
only
Villa.
way. Yeah, Aston Villa.
Top 4. Aston Villa in there.
Yeah, Aston Villa go to Everton, one of the worst teams in the league, and we got Moyes back. All they're focused on is avoiding relegation at this point. So it's like, are they really gonna beat Aston Villa? Probably not. But we have to keep up the pace, because if we drop points, they're right next to us. Newcastle is 1 point behind. City 2 points behind. Bournemouth 3. Aston Villa 4.
Yeah, we lose to Bournemouth. Oh God,
It's
sky
like,
is falling. The
yeah,
sky is falling.
it's full
The
on.
sky is falling.
It's full on panic mode. 2 points out. 2 points from 12. Unacceptable. And then we drop more points. Nah, it's this. We need to win tomorrow. We need to take advantage of the fact that Nottingham Forest could beat Liverpool again, that Spurs could show up and beat Arsenal. And like, we need to keep the pace with Newcastle, City, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, and win.
Yeah,
Those teams are probably going to win their games. So it's like,
must win to the end of the season for us. Every game is a must win.
It really is. It honestly is, and it's squeaky bum time. And this is when we see how good the team is. And
I don't see us winning all of them, but it's still a must win.
Definitely not going to win all of them.
But regardless, if we want to make top four, we have to like pretty much win the out.
We have to win each game. Take it one by one. This next game, absolute must win. Could be the most important game of our season so far. We have to win this game. But yeah. Apart from that, I'm not really sure if we have anything else to discuss. No, we did that little Thursday episode. So we already discussed midweek cup matches further. I'm trying to think if I have anybody I want to give a shout out to or challenge or call out.
And if you guys think we should do more of those Thursday episodes, please let us know. Drop a comment, please.
Yeah, of course. Let us know if you want us to drop 2, or we or do a special Thursday episode.
Or if to do 3 episodes, let us know.
Yeah, because like as much as it is more work, double the work or triple the work, I'm still willing to do it. We're still willing to record.
We'll hop care.
On. It's like,
hop on
this is our job. This is what we do.
So please like the video and let us know. If you want us to do more Thursday episodes, let us know. If you want to do Monday, Wednesday episodes, let us know.
Yeah. And you can also show us our appreciation that you want us to keep doing this by dropping a like, dropping a comment, drop a subscribe, because we've reached yet the end of another episode. We'd like to thank y'all for supporting and watching.
Thank you all.
We will see you guys on the next episode.
Till next time.